When God leads us to wait, there is always a purpose behind it. It's not just a matter of passing time, but rather an opportunity for growth and transformation. When we feel weak and helpless, it's a chance for us to build our faith by diving deeper into God's Word and seeking Him more desperately through prayer. In our waiting, we should actively search for promises in God's Word that we can stand on. This helps us anchor our faith and trust in His perfect timing. Waiting on the Lord requires us to surrender our own will and desires, recognizing that His ways are higher and better than ours. It's an exercise in humility and a reminder that we are not in control, but rather dependent on a higher power and authority. While waiting, God is working on our character and hearts. He is molding us into the image of Jesus, transforming us from a state of self-centeredness to one of reliance on Him. We learn to trust Him more deeply, to lean on Him even when our circumstances seem overwhelming. Waiting in prayer develops our character and faith. It humbles us, teaching us patience, perseverance, and tenacious trust in God's goodness and faithfulness. It is through the process of waiting that we discover the glory of God's grace and experience His strength in our weakness. Waiting on the Lord is not always easy, but we should never give up or rush God's plan. Those who wait for the Lord will be renewed in strength, soaring on wings like eagles, running without growing weary, and walking without fainting. Waiting on God is an essential part of our Christian journey. Sometimes the answer to our prayers may come quickly, while other times it may take longer than we expect. During these times, we must continue to wait on the Lord, trusting His perfect timing. It is in the waiting that God is working in our lives, shaping us and teaching us to rely on Him. A powerful example of waiting on the Lord is seen in the life of Joni Eareckson Tada, who became paralyzed from the shoulders down after a diving accident. She prayed for healing, but it did not come. However, through her waiting, she experienced a deepening of her faith, a transformation of her character, and a profound understanding of God's grace. Waiting on the Lord is not passive. It does not mean we do nothing. Instead, we actively place our trust in God, continuing to seek Him, pray, and engage in His Word. We rejoice in hope, remain patient in tribulation, and are constant in prayer. While waiting, we must remember that God is always working in our lives. He sees the bigger picture and knows what is best for us. His timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our desires. We need to trust Him with the details of our lives, knowing that He is working all things together for our good. In conclusion, waiting on the Lord is not easy, but it is essential for our growth and transformation. Through waiting, we learn to trust God, develop a deeper faith, and experience His strength in our weakness. It is in the waiting that God shapes our character and molds us into the image of Jesus. So if you find yourself in a season of waiting, continue to wait prayerfully, seeking God's guidance and trusting in His perfect timing.